Welcome to Design for Wealth, the podcast where we decode the patterns and behaviors behind your results and what it actually takes to make your next level your new normal. So, let me start with something that might sting a little. If your income hasn't moved in the last 90 days, something needs to change, but it's not what you think. And no, you don't need a better strategy or to work more. It's that you're still operating from the same pattern. Because at this point, this is what you do. You start asking yourself, how do I make business growth happen faster? More clients, more money. And your instinct is to push, to do more, change things, start looking for something new and get bright, shiny object syndrome. You start posting more, tweaking your offers, watching what other people are doing, and wondering if you should be doing that too. But the problem with that is you're trying to speed something up without realizing you're the one interrupting it, because what's actually slowing you down isn't your lack of effort. It's what happens after things start working. So let's make this real. You have a good week, even a great month. Things are moving, clients are coming in. You can feel the momentum building because you're showing up, you're being consistent, and you're clear with your messaging. Everything is working in the way that you wanted to. And then something small happens. You have a few quiet days of sales. Maybe you get a triggering email from a client, engagement or reach drops, or someone even says no. So it's nothing major, nothing that should completely throw you off, but it's enough because in that moment, you stop being the version of you that created the results in the first place. You start paying closer attention. You begin checking things more than you would before, looking at your numbers, rereading messages, thinking ahead, trying to anticipate what might happen next. And then the question starts creeping in. Is this still working? Should I be doing more? Maybe I need to change this. And this is the part that most people miss. It feels like you're being proactive. It feels like you're staying on top of things, but actually you've just stepped out of the version of you that created the momentum in the first place. And without realizing it, you interrupt the very thing that was building your results. That's the pattern. And this is where manifestation gets misunderstood because you've probably been taught that if you think better, feel better, align more, everything will come. But what you don't realize is you can feel aligned and still repeat the pattern. You can believe it's possible and still sabotage the result. You can do the work and still drop your standard the second things get quiet. So it's not that manifestation isn't working for you. It's that your patterns are overriding it because manifestation doesn't reward what you want. It reflects what you consistently hold. And right now, you don't have a problem creating results. You have a problem holding them. So now that you know what the pattern is, let's talk about why it keeps happening. And it's because your nervous system has a set point. Think of it like a thermostat. Your body has a temperature it considers normal. And when things get too hot or cold, it corrects. And it does all of this automatically without even you thinking about it. And your income works the same way. You have a level that your nervous system considers normal. And when you start moving past it, even if you consciously want more, your system corrects it because it doesn't feel safe. And here's the thing, safety isn't about danger. It's about what you're used to. Your nervous system doesn't care if something is good for you. It cares if it recognizes it. So when you start making more money than you used to, when more people are watching, when there's more responsibility, more pressure, more to hold, your system flags it, not as this is amazing, as this is different. And different equals uncertain, and uncertain equals threat. So it brings you back through behavior. You start checking things more, overthinking the decisions, changing directions when you don't need to. And it doesn't feel like self-sabotage. It feels like you're being responsible, like you're staying on top of things, doing what's actually required. But it's actually regulating yourself back down to what feels familiar. And this is why mindset work alone does not fix it, because you can believe you're worthy, visualize the result, affirm every single day, all day. But if your nervous system doesn't recognize this level as safe, you'll keep bringing yourself back down. So the real question isn't how do I make more money? How do I grow my business? It's how do I expand my capacity to hold more? Because it's not about doing more. It's about training your system to stay regulated at a higher level. And most people think that capacity is about how much you can handle, how much you can do, how much you can manage and juggle. But that's not capacity. That's tolerance. And tolerance burns you out. Real capacity is how much you can hold without reacting, how much pressure you can be under without changing direction, how much uncertainty you can sit with without second guessing what's working, how much visibility you can have without pulling yourself back. That's capacity. And that's what determines your income ceiling. So if you want to break through your current level, you don't need a new strategy. You need to recalibrate your set point. And that happens through repetition, not of affirmations, and not just visualization, but behavioral repetition, holding your decisions when it feels uncertain, staying consistent when engagement drops, not changing direction just because something feels off. Because every time you don't react, you're teaching your nervous system that this level is safe. And the more that you do that, the more your system recalibrates, the more your income stabilizes at that new level. And that's the work. And that's what creates lasting results. So here's what I want you to take from this. Your income isn't stuck because you're doing something wrong. It's stuck because your system is doing exactly what it's designed to do, keep you safe. And the way you change that is by showing your system that the next level is safe, not just through belief, but through behavior. And that is the upgrade. So your next level becomes your new normal. So here's what happens next. If your income hasn't moved in the last 60 to 90 days, you have two options. You can keep doing what you're doing and keep getting the same result, or I can help you see what you've been missing and change it. Not through more strategy, but through pattern correction. And that's what I do. I help you expand your capacity to hold more so you can have more money. So it stops leaving, it stops fluctuating, and your next level does become your new normal. I will help you see the exact patterns keeping your income stuck, and we will correct it. So whether you're just starting out or already at multi six figures, there's an option that fits wherever you are in the business journey. If you're ready to break the cycle, let's fix this. The link to all the options to break your income plateau is in the show notes. If this landed for you, share it with another business owner who's stuck at the same income ceiling, because chances are they need to hear this too. And if you'd love more like this, subscribe so you don't miss the next episode. And until next time, I'll see you then.